Hello friends, in our ongoing chapter, that is aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions, up to now we have seen many reactions and their mechanisms like nitration, sulfonations, as well as acylation, alkylation and halogenation. So up to now, whatever the mechanism of electrophilic substitution is clear for you now, I think so. So in this lecture we are going to learn the mechanism of diazo coupling reactions, that is formation of or synthesis of azo dyes. So friends, if you remember in organic qualitative analysis, one test is there, that is test for primary amines. The observation is what? Orange dye stuff. So whatever that orange dye stuff is a azo dye. So whatever the colors are obtained for the aromatic compounds are those colors are mostly azo compounds. So use of these azo compounds in most of the terms in color reagents like azo dyes, some indicators which are used into the titrations. Those indicators also are in the form of diazo molecules. So that is the use of these diazo coupling reactions to form dyes and colors and very synthetic colors. So now we will going to learn the mechanism of diazo coupling reactions. For this diazo coupling reactions, the electrophile, our electrophile is needed. That electrophile is diazonium chloride salt. So this diazonium chloride salt is our electrophile. So friends, this diazonium chloride form can be obtained from the nitrosation reactions of primary amine. So that is the test for primary amines, as we know that. Okay, so friends, how to form this diazonium ion, we will going to learn that mechanism now. So first step is the generation of electrophile or formation of electrophile. Formation of electrophile, that is diazonium ion chloride salt. Diazonium ion chloride salt. So for that purpose we have to use reagents like sodium nitrite NaNO2 plus HCl hydrochloric acid. So it will give us, that is HNO2. So this HNO2 is called as nitrous acid. This HNO2 is called as nitrous acid, and this nitrous acid is very useful to form our diazonium chloride salt. So first, whatever the amine, that is ArNH2, it will react with nitrous acid. So structure of nitrous acid is like this, that is NO double bond NOH. So this is the nitrous acid structure. So what will happen? There is a condensation reaction of amine and nitrous acid. So the byproduct is H2O. Byproduct is H2O, and we will get a product, that is ArN. See here, this H2 will leave. So nitrogen forms the double bond with this nitrogen. So this compound we will get as a intermediate. Then what will happen? This hydroxide azo compound is again react with our reagent, that is HCl. So what will happen? There will be the protonation of this OH. Protonation of this OH. So we will get this ArN double bond N OH, and this is the protonated H. So this lone pair will attack on this H plus, Cl minus will leave. So here will be protonation and we will get this Cl minus. Then what will happen? This lone pair of this nitrogen is coming inside, so double bond to triple bond, and this bond will get break. So H2 as a byproduct. So what we will get is ArN triple bond N So lone pair loss, positive charge on this nitrogen, and this positive charge is stabilized by this Cl minus plus H2O. So this is our electrophile that is called as diazonium chloride salt. So this is called as diazonium chloride salt. Diazonium chloride salt. So this is our electrophile. Now we are going to learn how that electrophile reacts with our amines or alcohols and gives a product that is called as azodiaz. Friends, this diazonium chloride salt is reacting with the aromatic ring, the proper aromatic ring, and we will get the azo compound. We will see in short. Suppose this is our electrophile, that is N positive charge and Cl minus. If this reacts with Ar, any Ar dash H, so what will happen? We will get a product like Ar N double bond N Ar dash this is another ring, and the byproduct is HCl. Friends, our electrophile, that is aromatic diazonium chloride salt, that is weak electrolyte. For that purpose, our aromatic ring, what you are going to react with this diazonium chloride salt, it should be very nucleophilic character or very activated. For that purpose, it should be substituted with groups like which are having plus psi effect or plus R effect, so that aromatic ring will be activated, and that can be easily react with this our electrophile. As our electrophile is weak in nature, our aromatic ring must be activated. So this diazo coupling mostly observed with the phenols or amines, because phenol has OH group, that is activator, and amines has NH2 group on the benzene ring, that is also acts as a activator. So that can be easily react with our electrophile and gives a azo compound as a product. Now we'll see the mechanism for that. Now we have a electrophile, and suppose this is our aromatic ring. Here is any group like amine. If amine is there, that G is NH2, and if or phenol, if phenol is there, then that G is OH. So this ring must be activated, then only it will react with our electrophile, as our electrophile is weak in nature. Now we will write our electrophile, that is N triple bond N Ar. I am writing in opposite manner, just N triple bond N Ar, N triple bond N Ar. Now what will happen? This group has a lone pair, such as nitrogen and OH has a lone pair. So this lone pair will activate the ring. So this lone pair coming inside, it's just like plus R effect. So this pi bond migrates over here, and this pi bond will react with the first nitrogen, not the nitrogen with positive charge. The nitrogen is neutral, that nitrogen, this pi bond will attack. Then this pi bond will break, one of the pi bond will break, those electron goes to the nitrogen. So nitrogen positive charge will be neutralized, and we will get the sigma complex. See the structure of sigma complex over here. Lone pair loss, positive charge, and here is the hydrogen, here is first nitrogen. It forms a sigma bond with this first nitrogen. Now one of the pi bond is break, so we will get here double bond, positive charge is neutralized, and here is the Ar. So this product we will get. This pi bond also may attack over here, but here will be the steric hindrance because this group is large. Here is also one group, here is also benzene ring. So there will be the ortho substitution is not possible most probably because a steric hindrance. Para substitution is observed most probably. As this group is activated, as we know that if activator is there, there will be the ortho and para substitution. But ortho substitution over here will be negligible because the bulkier size of this are electrophile. So what will happen? Our base is there, that is Cl minus. Cl minus will abstract this proton. So this single bond goes over here, this double bond goes over here, this pi bond will break and G will be neutralized. So we will get a product after aromatization. G is neutralized now. Here is N, double bond N, A, R. This is a product, it's called as azo compound. So this N and double bond is called as azo bond. So in this way, this activates our ring, and then para double bond will attack on the first nitrogen, pi bond will break, this positive charge will be neutralized, we will get this sigma complex where one positive charge and one hydrogen. Then Cl minus, whatever the conjugate base is there, that abstract this proton. This sigma bonds coming inside the ring, formation of pi bond. This pi bond will migrate over here. Here will be the double bond. This double bond pi bond will migrate as electrons over here. So this positive charge will be neutralized and we will get this compound. So this is the mechanism for diazo coupling reaction. Friends, we saw general mechanism of azo coupling with phenol as well as amine. Now we will learn a mechanism with individual, that is, first we will see the coupling with phenol. So you know the structure of phenol. Phenol, here is aromatic ring and here is the OH. Right. So if we are using a alkaline medium like NaOH as a medium, so what will happen? This phenol is present in a alkoxide ion, phenoxide ion. So this is called as phenoxide ion and this is called as phenol. So in alkaline condition, whatever the alkoxide ion has more plus R effect. Plus R effect is high. So because of that one, this phenoxide ion is more activated. So reaction will be faster. So we will learn about in highly acidic conditions. If condition is highly acidic, so what will happen? This phenoxide ion will get protonated and we will get this phenol. So phenol reacts slowly, so reaction rate will be slower. Reaction will be slower in highly acidic condition. If you are using higher basic condition, highly alkaline condition, in higher alkaline condition, what will happen? Our electrophile is there. In alkaline condition, we will get the phenoxide ion. This phenoxide ion will be activated, but we have electrophile also in reaction mixture. What is that electrophile? That electrophile is Ar, N, triple bond, N. This is the positive charge. Right. If we are using more alkaline conditions, then what will happen? This OH forms a bond with this nitrogen. So Ar, so here mild condition, mild alkaline condition. So in mild alkaline condition, OH minus and N plus. So this is active electrophile. active electrophile. But if you are using a concentration of base, suppose if you are using a concentration of base, high concentration NaOH, then what will happen? It forms a sigma bond with nitrogen. Sigma bond with nitrogen. This will attack on this nitrogen, this pi bond will break, and here will be the positive charge neutralized. We will get this compound. So this is inactive. So what will happen? Our electrophile will be inactive. If you are raising the concentration of base again, like NaOH, then what will happen? It forms a salt, that is Ar N double bond N O minus Na plus, sodium salt of this our electrophile. So this is also inactive. So what will happen? As if you are in higher alkaline condition, phenol become activated, reaction rate should be increased. But as we increase the base concentration, higher alkaline condition, so higher alkaline conditions, it forms a hydroxyl group, that is inactive. It forms a sodium salt of sodium salt, that is also inactive. So as the concentration of base increases, our electrophile becomes inactive. So obviously the rate of the reaction will get decreased. So for coupling of the phenol reactions, we should not use highly acidic conditions, we should not use highly alkaline conditions, we should use a mild alkaline conditions. Then only our electrophile will be electrophile will be active, as well as we will get this phenoxide ion in mild alkaline conditions, and that is also more active and reaction rate will be higher. In this way, if phenol is there, we have to use a mild alkaline conditions, then only we will get higher quantity of yield of this reaction, as well as rate of the reaction is also increased. Phenol reacts with mild alkaline conditions for the azotization reactions. We will see the mechanism now. So in alkaline condition, phenol are mostly present in phenoxide ion form. This is our electrophile, that is triple bond N Ar. Here is the positive charge. This positive charge is stabilized by our Cl minus diazonium salt compound. So what will happen? These electrons coming inside, as we saw in mechanism, this pi bond goes over here, and this pi bond will attack on this first nitrogen. This pi bond will break, and this positive charge of the nitrogen neutralized. So this is the mechanism. In case of phenoxide, mostly para carbon will attack on the nitrogen. So at para position there will be the azotization. So we will get this compound here. This is the double bond now. This is the sigma complex we will get. Now we have a base, that is Cl minus. Cl minus will abstract this proton. So again aromatization, this bond will break, those electron goes over here, formation of double bond. So this double bond will break, those electron goes over here, single bond to double bond, and again this double bond will break and formation of phenoxide ion. So we will get a azo reaction or azo substitution at para position. So nitrogen, double bond nitrogen, Ar, and here is the phenoxide ion as it is. So in this way, this is the mechanism will happen. So rate of this reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of phenoxide ion, as well as concentration of azonium salt, concentration of diazonium salt. So this is the slow step, that attack of the benzene ring on our electrophile, and this is the fast step. So this slow step is called as rate determining step. This slow step is called as rate determining step. So rate determining steps involves the phenoxide ion as well as diazonium chloride salt. That's why the rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of phenoxide ion as well as concentration of diazonium chloride salt. In this way, we saw the mechanism of diazotization reactions on phenol ring. Now we will see the mechanism of diazocoupling reactions on amines, that is anilines. Friends, now we will learn diazocoupling reactions with anilines. Anilines, aromatic amines. Now aromatic amines means a benzene ring directly attached to the NH2 group. Right. If we are using highly acidic conditions. So what will happen? Whatever our amine group, that will get protonated and formation of ammonium salt. For example, if you are using HCl, we will get this salt, ammonium chloride salt. Now in this case, there will be no plus R effect. So this is a deactivation of the ring, deactivation of this compound, and diazotization reactions will be slower. Diazotization reaction will be slower, right? Because there is no plus R effect. Here is the lone pair. This lone pair shows plus R effect, so activation of the ring. But in highly acidic conditions, what will happen? Our aniline ring will get protonated and becomes deactive, then diazo reactions will be slowed down. If you are using highly alkaline conditions, means if you are using the concentration of NaOH, alkaline conditions, then just now we saw there is a deactivation of our electrophile. Electrophile will get protonate. Electrophile forms a alkoxide ion, whatever that ion, O minus Na plus, sodium salt of electrophile. So reaction rate will be decreased. For that purpose, we have to use a mild acidic conditions, because aniline is alkaline. So we have to use a mild acidic conditions for the diazocoupling reactions of these anilines. Now anilines are of three types: primary amine, secondary amine, and tertiary amine. If this is the primary amine, right? So primary amine reacts differently for azocoupling reactions. Secondary amines react differently, and tertiary amines also reacts differently. Now we will see one by one. First we will see how primary amines are reacting with our diazonium chloride salt. Friends, now we will see the mechanism how these primary amines are reacting with our diazonium chloride salt, that is our electrophile. So firstly I am writing a primary amine, that is aniline, plus our electrophile, that is diazonium chloride salt. So you should know the structure of diazonium chloride salt. The nitrogen with 4 bond, that is positive charged. This positive charge is neutralized by chlorine ion. This is salt, diazonium chloride salt. This is the ionic bond. Now these anilines are reacting not with the para position. Primary amines reacts with this nitrogen. This nitrogen lone pair will attack on the nitrogen directly. Then this pi bond will break and this electron goes to the nitrogen. This positive charge will be neutralized. So see here, this coupling reaction is not going on to the aromatic ring. It is going on the nitrogen. This is the difference with the primary amine. Now we will get a compound like, see here, this is a nitrogen. These are the two hydrogens of primary amine. Lone pair loss, positive charge, forms a sigma bond with nitrogen, this nitrogen, then this double bond nitrogen Ar. This compound we will get. Now there will be a deprotonation, as we have this Cl minus, so there will be the deprotonation. See here, Cl minus abstract this proton, this bond will break, nitrogen positive charge will be neutralized. So we will get a compound that is N diazo compound. N diazo compounds. See here, this is the nitrogen of benzene ring and these are the two nitrogens of diazonium chloride salt, and here is the double bond. So this compound is called as N-diazo compounds. So this is the difference how this primary amines reacts. So primary amine reacts with this nitrogen. So this nitrogen will react with this nitrogen and we will get three nitrogen compounds. So this is the diazo coupling, N double bond. Now we will see the mechanism with tertiary amines. This is our tertiary amine now. Both hydrogens of this amine group is replaced by the R group, any R group like ethyl, methyl. And then we have this our electrophile, that is diazonium chloride salt. So this nitrogen is positive charge, neutralized by Cl minus. This is our diazonium chloride salt. In this case, because of these R groups are there, this is very bulkier, so that this nitrogen is not going to react. This nitrogen activates the ring, so this lone pair coming inside, this pi bond will break, goes over here, and this para pi bond will react and forms a single bond with this first nitrogen. So this one of the pi bond will break, those electron goes to the nitrogen, positive charge will be neutralized, and we will get a sigma complex, that is, see here, so this is the double bond nitrogen R2, lone pair loss positive charge, pi bond as it is, here pi bond will form, this is hydrogen and this is our azo compound in this way. Now this is sigma complex, non-aromatic compound, it will get aromatized. So second step is aromatization. So whatever the conjugate base is there, Cl minus, abstract this proton, this sigma bond will break, those electron goes inside the ring, so single bond to double bond, so this goes over here, so this double bond will break, here double bond will form, this double bond will break, those electron goes to the nitrogen, positive charge will be neutralized. So we will get a compound that is para-azo compound. So at para position there is a azotization. So this is the difference between primary amine and tertiary amine. So in tertiary amine the diazo coupling forms at para position, while in primary amine diazo coupling forms at aniline nitrogen. So here is N azo compound and here is a para C azo compound. C means carbon, N means nitrogen. Now we'll see the mechanism with secondary amines. Friends, this is our secondary amine. One of the or two R of the nitrogen group are substituted, one with benzene, one with any alkyl group, that is R. Our electrophile like N triple bond N Ar, this is the positive charge neutralized by this Cl minus, diazonium chloride salt. So in this case there is a possibility This nitrogen lone pair will attack on this nitrogen and will get N as a compound, and it may possible that this lone pair going inside activates the ring and para pi bond will attack on this nitrogen. So we will get a mixture of two products, that is En azotization reaction, En as a compound as well as C as a compound. So this is N as a compound, and secondly we will get C as a compound. Mechanism already you know. So here is C as a compound. So we will get the mixture of these two products in case of secondary. So friends, in primary amines, En as a compounds will be the major product. In tertiary amines, para C as a compounds is the product. While in case of secondary amine, we will get a mixture of En as a compound as well as C as a compounds at para position. Now we will see the applications of these azotization reactions or azodies. Friends, this azodies has intense colors like yellow, red, orange, green, blue color dyes. So these dyes, most of the industries are using these dyes as a color reagent. In our acid base titration also, we are using a dyes like methyl orange. So see the structure of this methyl orange. So it shows a red color in acidic medium, a yellow color in alkaline medium. This is the para red compound. This is called as a red dye, as well as we know that phenolphthalein reagent. So all these indicators or dyes, colored intense dyes, intense colors which are used into the industry, those are mostly azodies. So this is the application for making these azodies in industry, and we saw the mechanism of diazo-coupling reactions, that is called as diazotization. The electrophile is our diazonium chloride salt, that is Ar and triple bond NCl minus. Thank you friends.